Asbestos is the greatest industrial killer the world has ever known. More Canadians now die from asbestos than all other industrial causes combined. Yet, Canada continues to be one of the second or third largest producers and exporters of asbestos in the world.
We're here today in Ottawa asking, demanding the government to ban the export of asbestos internationally and stop its mining in Quebec, have a transition program for the few workers that are left there so that they can either retire with dignity or for the new generation to have jobs that they can have in their own communities. And it's time that this federal government ban asbestos.
Truth is, in this country, every day a Canadian worker dies of mesothelioma, a cancer caused by asbestos.
My husband was 35 years old when he died of mesothelioma. He worked at 11 and a half years at Bendix Automotive, where they manufactured brake shoes. My brother-in-law died 5 years ago, and the same thing. He worked at Kelsey Wheel in Windsor.
November, December that year, my brother-in-law and my friend were diagnosed. They died July the following year, 2003, a week apart. My husband, Lane, died 1 year later. When he died, he weighed 80 pounds. He looked like he had come from the death camps.
Over a decade ago, we asked the federal government to stop the export of asbestos to third world countries. And since then, that government refused to respond. Successive governments have taken the same position. Our message is really clear. No one should give up their life for employment. And if we care about that in our own country, then why would we blemish Canada's image around the world by exporting this death?
As the widows and the victims of the asbestos-related disease that are dying, we cannot silence the voices in our own country as you can around the world. And I think our unification to continue to speak out and to make it very clear that our tax dollars and our federal government have a moral and a legal responsibility, given what we know about this disease, to take all necessary steps. Mr. Scherer may not accept that, but the reality is if Quebec wants to defend its good name around the world, it will do the right thing, politically. It will do the right thing. This is no longer a debate about science. This is a debate about politics and the political will of our country and our leaders, and I think we've got momentum on our side.
I implore everyone to talk to their MPs and make sure that when it comes time to whether provincial elections or federal elections, to ensure that your politician that you're voting for has a clear understanding of banning asbestos.